Alex and Caleb. Caleb's going to put Alex in the scarf hold position. So the scarf hold position is super good because we're going to eliminate movement of the upper body. Notice he's close and he's going to try to have this arm like a seatbelt wrapped around his body. This is the one that's going to keep that shoulder from moving. Now, in this case, Caleb's not going to resist a whole lot. We're going to walk through it. Alex has some options. I'm going to let Alex do any option that he wants to escape the scarf hold. All right, this is called spooning. The spoon, hook the leg. Now watch. He pulls him onto his body and it rolls it. Does that make sense? Sure. All right, let's do it again step by step. I love that one. So that one's like really one of my favorites. So, Caleb is low, so Alex probably can't muscle him over. Alex gave a grip, just try to muscle him. Muscle him, all right, you did muscle him.
Big brother strength right there.
All right, not bad. Come back over here. All right, so good. If you can muscle him over, that's the basic one. Sometimes you can't. Caleb is pulling hard on that arm, right? It's gonna be harder. So what does Alex want to do? He wants to try to get back, his front to Caleb's back, just like you're spooning him. Like, hey, everybody knows that move. Hooks the foot, and starts reeling him in. Now, once he gets here, Alex is now Caleb's base. Alex is the ground, so to speak. Caleb's touching mostly Alex. Now Alex can easily roll his body, and Caleb's gonna be stuck in the defense. Good job. Questions on escaping scarf hold?
I feel like that makes sense.
Okay. All right, we can go with that.
Also one more real quick.
Yeah, Alex will show a second one.
So if
I guess this is the third one.
if they're too high up, like their head's too high up or whatever, you can just bring your back foot up.
And peel them off. Yep. All right. Does it make sense? Walk through one more time. Just show one more time. So Caleb typically got his head ear to ear. Right? See how low his ear is? That keeps that from happening. But let's say that he's looking up for some reason. Alex will push off with his free hand, push the chin back, and get that foot up there. Grabs the head, breaks the balance, takes the top. I love it. Any other positions that we just got kind of stuck in?
Can you show the escape from the head and arm from scarf hold?
From the head and arm choke?
Yeah, the head and arm choke in
Sure.
scarf hold.
So, let's see. Go ahead and make head and arm choke here. All right. So Jennifer might need to be over here so everybody can see. First and foremost, before they get this, they're going to have probably scarf hold, for example. I recommend escaping scarf hold before they get you here. If he palms your elbow over and you end up in this position, before it locks, I want to go hand to hand, and he starts to try to tighten it up, and I'm going to push. This is called framing. Right? Now notice, I don't push this way because this is going to not give me the ability to align my body. Watch me align my body. Watch. I move my body and push with my elbow. Now he's going to try to crank me. He pulls it and tightens it up. But now I just stick this here and I've got a wedge. He's going to squeeze. It's going to affect my neck. But I'm going to kind of use my shoulder and hold. He squeezes hard, and I can hold. And I won't choke. Then I'm going to grab and I'm going to try to turn and get this hand back free. This is the escape from the choke itself. Then we go back to this. Right? And I'm looking for a way to roll the bigger guy over and ultimately take the top. All right, let's do it from a from a kind of a kneeling position so you guys can see a little bit better. He sets me up, he's on my side, he gets head and arm choke. All right, if he gets me this far, hard. Right? What I want to do is just before he locks it in, watch. This is I want to pull my body in a line and try to get to here. You're still going to affect the neck. It's going to be uncomfortable, but it won't choke me. And then I wait until he gets tired. Pull down on the elbow a little bit. Then I'm looking to get this hand free and get back to this. Lovely, if I can get back to here, now I've got him. He can do the same drill. Right? He can push his palms together and push away, frame, escape his hand, hit my head. And then he can work me, okay? So I did it kind of from the sitting position so you guys could see the ground isn't in the way. You kind of see how the arms work. Thanks, sir. All right. we did have a submission that we couldn't escape. The armbar. All right, the Americana bin armbar. Let's see. Let's have Aaron and let's see. Vicky, eyeball me so you can get on top and you can put Americana on. All right. So, what do we know about Americana? When she goes to apply Americana, when does it hurt more? When the hand is up or when the hand is low?
Low.
So when the hand goes low or she pulls the elbow down, it tightens up the rotator cuff and everything in the shoulder gets hard. When she starts applying pressure, this really makes it hurt. So it just makes sense that Erin wants to shoot her hand all the way up and then use the other hand to try to make gable grip. Then, if she can pull that into her chest, she now has her arm trapped. She just has to trap the leg and bridge, and she's got a nice escape from both the submission and the position. Let's do that again. By the way, everything has its point of no return. If Vicky gets it locked in, Erin might be in big trouble. So this is the time, before she locks it, this is the time to get it shoved back up, make good grip, pull it to your chest, right? Vicky let go, that's not a big deal. If she does let go, now Erin can figure out if she wants to shrimp or bridge or whatever she wants to do, and she can make her other escape. Questions? There's always 1,000,001 ways that you can try something, but I'm gonna tell you, the way that works best for you is the way. This way works for me. Any other submissions that we really struggled with? Raise your hand if you know you can escape the straight armbar. We got people that we've been working on that, right? We can escape armbar. All right, can we escape rear naked choke? Anybody have trouble with that? We kind of know what to do. Bridge, right? Minimize choke, bridge, lay on the arm, that sort of thing.
Like a kneebar or like a heel hook.
Okay, so knee bar, I like, if somebody gets me a knee bar and they don't lock it in quick enough, I'm just gonna snake out of it. I'm gonna just roll over. So since Aaron's here, let's see if Aaron can let's do it this way. So that Aaron can make knee bar. Now, the trick is with knee bars, my shin needs to be on her chest or behind her back. So let's think about that. She goes, breaks guard, she makes a scoop. Now watch, she's gotta turn her body so that my shin is on her chest. However she wants to do that. Is my shin on her chest?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
If I don't want my shin on her chest, I gotta be ready to move. So when she goes to make the lock, I spin this way. Now my shin's not on her chest. Does that make sense? If she rolls back to the top, she can reacquire. All right, does that make sense? So she goes ahead and grabs. Now let's say that she does roll to her back and pulls me with her, right? And now I'm in this position. I still want to roll, and I want to make sure that I can now get control of my leg, right? So again, as long as the shin is on my chest, I can make the knee bar. So the minute that I go to sit, if she spins in a way that the shin rotates, now what do I have?
Well, you have calf crush.
Calf crush, I've got heel hook. Super cool? So the knee bar, you just gotta rotate your body. Let's talk a little bit about the angle again real quick. If I go for knee bar and Aaron is beside me, I've got a great knee bar. Everybody agree that this is the position, this is good. The more I get this way, and the more she turns that way, like an I, the more I lose this shin. Does that make sense? So if she can get to here, I now have to do something different. Okay? For example, I might go this way and get this heel hook, but I no longer have the knee bar. Everybody see that?
Sure.
Now if I could somehow hold this immobile and push this way hard enough, I could possibly get a knee bar. But it's not gonna be with power and precision. It's not gonna have the alignment of the body that you need to really affect the knee, because it's a strong joint.
But you can have it there just kind of scaring, you know, I guess.
A new person might tap out just nervously, but anybody that's been there, it's like, it don't hurt enough, I ain't having it. Some people are really hard-headed and won't tap till you basically break the thing off. So then you really got to be able to have not just the threat of violence, but there has to be potential for violence for somebody to say, holy crap, this is about to get injured, I got to tap. Anybody else? Choke you can't escape, a leg lock you can't escape.
What triangle escape?
Triangle. I love the triangle escape. There's a bunch of them that'll work. So, as with any choke, once it's locked in, your chances of escaping go down. Not impossible, but much harder. So Aaron makes some space, shoots that leg over, and suddenly I'm like, oh crap. Now, let's hold right here. Go back to right here. What makes the triangle choke work?
Your clothes.
One arm.
This arm has to be across because this is choking this side of my neck. This leg has to be properly on my neck, not down my back. Everybody see how that is different? So she does this and tees up on me, and my arm's trapped, and she locks. And as she squeezes, you'll notice my voice changes, right? Because I can't breathe, and then the veins pop out. My eyes pop out a short while after that. So she gets it in position. Step one, we want posture. That gives me a little bit more blood. I'm just gonna grab something, and I'm gonna push up and walk my knees up. Step two, I don't want this arm here. I'm gonna do everything I can to get it, and I'm gonna grab her pocket. Now, notice I've freed up half my neck, right? She can kind of hold on a little bit. I'm still not out of the woods, but I've postured up. I'm controlling this arm. She requires the arm. I lose, I go back into the choke, and my voice goes funny, right? I get to here. If I go back to this, now she might armbar me by kicking that foot over my head, and then I'm in this trouble. So again, there's some things we don't want to do. I like this. Grab that pocket. She is not going to armbar this arm. She's not going to choke me, right? Now, if you want, you can push this hand to that ear and watch me torque her back in her stomach into an uncomfortable position.
Oh gosh.
All right, does that make sense? Well, let's say, for example, that you can't do that. She's holding you pretty strongly, right? I arch up, and I'm gonna use my foot. Foot across the face. Now what? She has no choice but to let go, right? And then I'm going to reacquire the top. Make sense? That's the one I like. There's another one. Aaron goes to make triangle choke. She sucks me up, and then I'm like, oh crap, this is trouble. She's holding on. I walk her up a little bit. I grab both hands here. I want to shuck this if I can. So I gotta throw my head up and back, and I've just broken, see where the leg is supposed to be? Bad for me, right? And I lift and I pull until I get just about an inch. Now I can either go to the guard this way, or I can sweep the guard this way. Those two really work. Grab the pocket, or posture up, grab the pocket, get base, so that you're not being choked. That works for me, almost every time. The hand one is the final escape, or the leg one is the final escape, or you can do the shuck, if you prefer that. Cool? Remember that the best way to escape a choke, don't give it to them. The simple thing to remember is, we start seeing things coming, she shucks one leg, and suddenly I'm like, oh, I don't think so. I got posture early. Now she fights me and pulls me into it. But I got this elbow here now. She's got to fight and get this arm out. Right? Now she's in position, and I start to move. She starts to hook. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of in trouble. And she's tightening it up. Now I'm thinking, all right, she's got me, right? All right? Cool? How do you think?